Hello, my name is Melissa and welcome to Chair Yoga. Today we're going to start seated in our chair, sitting all the way back in our chair. Placing our feet down on the ground, resting our hands on our legs, pulling our spine up, relaxing our head, and closing our eyes. We're going to start by taking some deep breaths. Now these deep breaths will start just with our normal breath, just recognizing it and noticing as it moves in and out of our bodies. And as we find that rhythm, we'll start to lengthen it out. Start to stretch those breaths out, taking more time for the inhale and the exhale. And today, as we're taking these deep breaths, I want you to start to think of a special place. Any place that's special to you. Any place that gives you warm feelings. Maybe it's with your family. Maybe it's all alone. It might be at the beach or at home or in the mountains or up in the air. Just wherever that special place is for you. That place that makes you feel warm inside. I want you to start to think about that spot. And as we're thinking about that special spot, I want you to start to think about all the things you experienced while you were there. The sights, the sounds, the smells, the feels, everything that makes that place unique, makes that place special to you. As we continue to think about that special place, we're going to start to take our breath down deeper, down into our belly. Filling our belly with our air each time, and then letting it all back out. Feeling that internal warmth from our special place. I want you to start to bring your inhale in through your nose. Start to notice your heart rate slowing as your breathing lengthens. Let your body relax in this moment. Staying in our special spot. Feeling that internal warmth that location brings us. With that longer breath and with that special spot, I want you to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. head back to center. And on your next exhale, take your left ear to your left shoulder. Bringing your head back to the center. I want you to take your arms out to the side, pulling it back as you inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to move into a seated cat-cow. Pull your head forward, pull your chest back. Big inhale to open. Exhale to pull it back and in. You can start to move yourself towards the front of your seat to give your spine a little bit more room for movement. Slowly release your arms down to the ground. Grab a hold of your chair with your right hand and take your left hand up and over, reaching towards the left side. You can turn to look at that top arm if you have that available to you. As you return that down to the chair, grab a hold with your left hand and take your right arm up and over. Again, turning to look at your hand if you have that available space. Bring your arms all the way down. We're going to take into some big shoulder rolls here. Exaggerate that shoulders all the way up to your ears, down and around. We're going to take them in the reverse order. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us, and we're going to twist our wrists open and close as if we were twisting a doorknob. And take them down and up. Bring your arms down to your chair. Scoot yourself towards the front of your chair. Big inhale, take your chin up. And exhale, we're going to fold forward, hugging our knees. Leaning forward. Big inhale, reach up. We're going to start by climbing our rope here. Reaching up one arm and then the other as if climbing an imaginary rope above our head. Slowly bring your arms all the way down. Big inhale up. And bend forward at the waist, hugging those legs. Inhale back up. Climb that rope. Release your hands back down to your sides. We're going to take and lift our right leg up, pull it into our chest, lower it down, and then pull the left leg into our chest. Keep going back and forth, opening up our hip joints, getting them ready for motion. Inhale up, reach up. As we bring our hands down, we're going to take them to the back of our chair. Push our chest forward, pulling our head back. Bring yourself all the way up. Gonna give ourselves a big hug, wrap our arms around us, give ourselves a big hug. And release, and then take it to the other side. And release. We're gonna be standing up now, coming up behind our chair. I'm gonna turn my chair sideways. So we're coming to the front of our chair. I turn my chair sideways so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna bring myself into my down dog right here. So my chest is pressing down towards my chair, towards my mat. And I'm either gonna have my feet underneath my hips, or if you can step them back a little bit more. You wanna make sure your chair is against something so it's not sliding on you. We're gonna bring one foot forward, then the other, coming into a forward fold. Take a big breath up. Exhale, take it down to that forward fold. You're gonna step those feet back. Down dog. Step one foot forward, then the other. Forward fold. Big inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, take your hands back to your chair, forward fold. Step your feet back to that down dog. Step one foot, then the other forward, forward fold. Big inhale, rise all the way up. And bring your hands down to your heart for prayer. All right. We're now going to come behind our chair to use our chair for support as we go into a warrior one. So as we take our arms up and we exhale all that air back out, I want you to reach forward with one hand, step your right leg forward, your left leg back, and we're going to come into a lunge here. Now you can hold on to the chair with both hands. Just make sure to place the chair in front of your leg so that you have it there to support. If you have a little more balance and you want to step it on the side, like I am, you're going to have that front leg bent and the back leg straight. Holding on with either one hand and bringing the other hand up. Maybe you have today where you can hold on, bring both arms up with just knowing you have that there to balance if you need it. Bring it down if you need to. There we go. Deep breath here. We're going to turn to the side to come into warrior two. So one arm is forward, one arm is back. Again, if you need to have that chair, reach for that chair if you need to. Walk the arms out. We're going to bring our hand to our chair. We're going to turn our front hand over, and we're going to reach that front arm up. And we get to reverse warrior. Decide what I'm doing. And I'm holding on with my back, what would be my back hand. As I come back up, I'm going to hold on to that chair and step my back foot up to meet my front. Big inhale up. Exhale my arms back down. And I'm going to step to the other side of my chair. Now I'm going to step to the other side of my chair so that way I always have the chair on the side that's I'm open to. So I'm gonna step back with my right leg. My left leg is forward. And my outside arm is the one that can go up. Maybe I can get both those arms up, but always have the chair there for support. I'm gonna turn that back foot back out just a little bit here. Give yourself a wider base. You can always also step your feet out further apart, side to side, for a little bit wider base here. I'm gonna turn to the side to come into my warrior two. Again, you can always have one hand on the chair, either the front or the back, and stretching the other arm out. My back hand is coming to the chair, my front hand is turning over, and I'm going to reverse my warrior. I'm going to bring that front hand down to my chair, and I'm going to step my back foot up to meet my front. Take a big breath in, and let it all out. Big breath in, and let it all out. I'm going to turn back to my side, my chair, and step back to the first side. Right leg forward, left leg back. This time, when I turn sideways, I'm going to bring it down to that side, coming into side angle. Now you can also bring it right here. Maybe you can get your elbow up on the chair. I'm gonna bring my hand down to the chair to help me push my body back up. Step back up to the front, and then go to the other side. Left leg is back, right leg is forward. Elbow comes to the chair, and reach that arm up overhead. Try to turn my body towards the side. Now I'm creating a line. My head, my fingertip all the way down to my heel. Bringing my hand back down to the chair. Bring it all the way back up. Take a big inhale and an exhale. All right, standing behind my chair again. I'm gonna take my feet out wide, and I'm gonna come into a forward fold. Now I'm gonna rest my head on my chair this time. Pressing back through the hips from the side. Feet are out wide. Stretching here. I take my right arm behind me, place it on my back, and look straight down towards the floor. Take that arm back down to the chair, and I'm going to take it over to the other side. Bringing that arm also back down to the chair. I'll come up just slightly here. Hold on with one left hand. Reach up to the side with my right. I'm going to try to turn my body to look up at that top hand here. And bring that hand down. Turn to look to the other side. Step your feet all the way back in. Big inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And bring your hands down to your heart. Take 3 deep breaths here. In front of our chair now to do our chair pose. Now I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my feet out almost to the underneath my hips, maybe a little bit wider. I'm going to take my hands, take them down by my side, and I'm going to sit down, lift through my chest, and bring it back up. Big inhale, lift your arms up, exhale, you're going to sit down, have your hands there if you need them, and then bring it back up. For more advanced this time, we're going to take our arms up, bringing our hands to our heart. When we sit back, we're going to keep our hands up at our chest. Big inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bring your hands down. And inhale, rise back up. We're going to move into some balance poses here. Now your chairs are a great opportunity to use for a little bit extra balance help, but you can also use a wall. So you can either use a wall by leaning against a wall or by using a wall for support. So I'm going to demonstrate using a chair. And we're going to start with tree pose. Now tree pose, we're going to start by pressing our left foot down into the ground, lifting up through our body, turning our right leg out to the side. If you notice my toes are still on the ground, but my knees opened up to the side, and then I'm tightening up as I go up my body, stacking it on top of each other, bringing it all together. I bring my hand to my heart. I can hold on to my chair if I need to. I can bring my arm up, or maybe even out. You just want to find what's the right place for you. You might try letting go of that chair a little bit and coming back to it as you need to. Maybe even bringing both arms up for a small amount of time. And slowly bring the arms down, bring the leg down, and step to the other side of your chair. So again, we're going to start by planting the foot down into the ground, taking the other leg out to the side, lifting through the body, bringing the hands either to the sides, maybe to the heart, maybe one arm can reach up, maybe both arms can reach up, finding your spot. Finding something to focus on. So I want you to find something out in front of you to focus on so your head stays lifted, your chin stays lifted. It might be a spot on the wall. It might be a picture. Just whatever you have in front of you to find, to look at. Works usually best if you're not looking at something that's moving, so not looking at a tree waving in the wind, because then you start to wave in the wind too. Bringing your hand down, releasing your foot down. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take your hands down to your heart. All right, we're gonna move into a lifted knee pose, so we're gonna take it back to our other side. So we're going to start again with our left foot planted in the ground, this time with our right knee lifted to the front of us. So this knee is lifted to the front. It doesn't have to be high. It can be right here, just barely off the ground. You could also use a strap under your foot to hold your leg up. This helps strengthen the muscles. I'm gonna try the balance. Remember to take those deep breaths and find that part to focus on, pulling the belly in and making sure that your body is as tall as you can make it. Remember, we have that chair there for balance help for a reason. Don't be afraid to use it if you need it. Slowly lower your arms and then place your foot back down on the ground. Big inhale. And exhale as we move to the other side. Plant that right foot in the ground. Raise the left knee up. Find those arms. Find that focal point. Just in case you forgot about it, remember that we're supposed to be in that warm, special place, the place that gives you warmth inside. Doesn't have to be warm. You could be in the snow if you want. Gently lower the arms, setting the foot back down. Big inhale up, exhale down, stepping behind our chairs. We're going to step our feet back so that we can press our chest down towards our legs. Now while we are here, I want you to take 2 steps forward closer to the back of your chair. And you might try bringing your right hand down to your right leg. Maybe you can get both hands down. Bring your hands to your chair. Walk yourself up to a flat back. You can rest here for a moment. Step our feet back up to our chair. Big inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back down. We're going to come back to seated in our chair. Sitting on the edge of our chair. We're going to take our hands back behind us. We're going to press our chest forward, lifting up our chin. Bring our chin back down. Scoot back in our chair just slightly here and extend our right leg out in front of us. I want you to reach your arms out in front of you and reach forward. We're not reaching down for our foot. We're going to reach forward, reaching out towards where that leg would be if it was up higher. All the way back up straight. Bring that foot back in and let's take it to the left side. Reaching arms out, reaching arms forward. Bring your arms in and bringing your legs back in. We're going to come into a twist now. So I want you to place your right hand on your left knee, your left hand on the back of your chair. We're going to twist to look over that left shoulder. ourselves back to the front. Taking that left hand to the right knee and the right hand to the back of the chair. Twisting over that right shoulder. Back to the front. Gonna step our legs out to the side. I want you to lean forward, pressing those legs back. So I am using my elbows to push my legs out. And as I walk myself back up, bring my feet back to the front, I'm going to take my right leg across my left. I'm going to come into a seated pigeon. So with my right leg across my left, I'm going to start to hinge forward for my hips. Leaning forward till I feel that nice stretch in the back of my hip here. Back up, we're going to place that foot on the ground, and the left foot across, and leaning forward on the left side. As we come all the way back up, place both feet on the ground. Start to scoot back in your chair. Find a comfortable position. Rest your hands on your legs again. And I want you to close your eyes. Again, I want you to think of that special place, that place that brings you warmth inside. Remember the sights, the sounds, the smells, the feels. Everything that makes that place special. I want you to start to notice how your breath is coming in and out of your body. If it seems rushed or forced, I want you to try to slow it down. Counting your inhales and exhales. Making it longer with each time. I want you to allow your body this time to rest. It's time to slow down. It's time to just be. It's time to acknowledge that the work that you just did. As we slowly start to bring our awareness back to where we are, I want you to start by lifting one heel and then the other. Wiggling your fingers on your legs. Turning those lifts into little circles. And then taking your arms down by your side, take a big inhale up, reach up. Big exhale out. Big inhale, reach up. And bring your hands down to your heart. Thank you for joining me today, for taking time to take care of yourself, for taking time to acknowledge this moment of stillness. Go in peace. Namaste.